All right, so for today's class, we've got a lot of things to go over with our orange belts to blue belts. We're going to be going over our blocking basic motions and reviewing some of the different things you need to focus on to get stripes at different belt levels. In addition to that, we're going to go over a few basic kicks just to keep those sharp and refine a little bit on our lead leg side kick. We're going to talk about generosity and sharing our talents with the people that we care about. And finally, we're going to be doing a little bit of a fitness challenge that we do with our higher belts to prepare them for black belt. I'm going to do kind of a modified version of that for you today. Oh, and then I'm going to hit you with a sword. So with that being said, let's get started with some warm-ups and then we'll jump into class. All right, so we're going to get started with our warm-up to prepare our body for class to prevent some injuries, get us ready to move at good speed without risking injury to our muscles and to our joints. Right, so this warm-up's got 4 moves, each one is 30 seconds. We're starting off with some snowboard hops, which is a lot like a ski jump, only go forward and back instead of side to side. Ready, set, and go. All right, so we're just hopping, nice and easy. Now, if you're one of those people who maybe this is not great for, it hurts your knees or something like that, you can just do these as steps, right? And it'll take some of the pressure off. It's definitely not as good of a warm-up, but you'll start getting those muscles moving, which is kind of the goal, right? So I'm going back to jumping, right? But maybe you got some plantar fasciitis, maybe you got some bad knees, maybe you got someone who's underneath of you, right? Like downstairs who doesn't like you jumping over them, okay? Next move we're gonna do is some tap down knees, right? On a tap down knee, you start in the fighting stance, you're just gonna tap down, right? Maybe you're touching your knee, maybe you're touching your shin, wherever it is, you're not trying to stretch the muscle, you're just trying to engage the muscle. So I lean down, I come up a knee. I lean down, come up a knee. All right, so we're gonna go for 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Do the first side, turn sideways so you can see a little bit better. All right, a couple things to think about as you do tap down knees. 1, again, don't stretch, just engage that muscle. 2, try and look at one thing in front of you on the floor, maybe like 6 to 10 feet in front of you. By keeping your eyes on one thing that's kind of in the middle, it'll help you maintain your balance. If you're looking straight ahead, looking at your toes, you'll start to get dizzy. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing the other leg. Do these towards you, ready, and go. All right, so in this one, you may be able to see better. I never really look up at the camera, right? I look at that spot in front of me to help me to maintain my balance and not fall over. Because again, we're trying to warm up, not fall down. All right, keep going a few more seconds, almost done with this one. Good also to breathe out when you do your knee. That's a benefit. And that's time. Okay, last warm-up move, we're gonna start with our feet apart. It's kind of like a ready stance, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just twist and twist. Bring our elbow across. Elbow across, elbow across. All right, so we're twisting, getting our body ready to rotate, which we do in so many of our moves in martial arts, whether it's punching, blocking, anything where we're trying to generate power, right? We want to be able to turn our hips, twist our body, right? So we're just doing a little bit of action to get that ready. If you know how to do some details in the elbow, you can work that into here. If you're not as familiar with how to do these kind of cross elbows, it's not super important. Like I said, it's just our warm-up, and we're done. Let's get ready for our main part of our class today. All right, so we're going to be doing a little bit of our blocking basic motions. As we're doing your blocking basic motions, I want you to remember some of the different levels you have to be aware of and be able to do properly to get different stripe levels. So if you're an orange belt, your primary goal, remember the pattern, right? That's the number one reason why we don't give a stripe to an orange belt trying to prepare for a promotion, is they just mix up their hands or they face the wrong direction, right? We also are gonna look at, are you turning your feet? Now, we're really looking as an orange belt, do you end up in the right place? But we'd like to see you get there the right way. As a green belt, we require you to turn your feet properly, right? Getting both to the right place and getting there the right way, right? We also want to see that your blocking hand is in a good position, right? We'd like to see your chamber, right? Put in the right position as well, you're setting the right way. But as a blue belt, those things start to become requirements, right? Not only do you have your footwork down, not only do you have your pattern, but you have those hand details, those little things that make your block go from being, a block to being a really great block, right? Where it gives you extra power, okay? And then, of course, we want to see a little bit of speed as a higher belt. So if you're a blue belt and you're like, I've got this stuff down, pick up your intensity. So instead of this block, which is kind of right, to that block, right? You can see the difference. And so can I when I'm looking at you for a strike. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through our basic motions a couple of times. Each time I go through, I'm going to give you a little bit less help, right? But your job is to think about whatever level is appropriate for you. And you might also want to look at the level that's appropriate for you. So if you're just trying to look at the basic pattern, you're like, which way is Sensei Jeff facing? Which hand is he using? Great. If you're working on footwork, look at my feet. See, like, hey, which way does his foot point? Does it point sideways? Does it point straight? Okay? And finally, if you're working on those hand details, look at where I set my hands, right? Which way do they face? Is it palm down? Is it palm up? Right? Those little things, they add up to being big things in terms of generating power, right? And really demonstrating skill in the basic motions that you're trying to demonstrate for me. Okay, so we're going to do this a bunch of times together. Set your hands back, right? First time I'm going to go a little bit slow, a little bit easy. Set, high block 1. Set, high block 2. Set, high block 3. Middle block 3, I apologize. Set, middle block 4. Set, crossbody block 5. Set, crossbody block 6. Set, crossbody, low block 7. Set, low block 8. Okay, right now, if you need to, you can pause this and do that as many times as you want, but we're gonna make it a little bit harder. Ready? This time I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm just gonna do it. So, like I'll say set and go, but I'm not gonna say high block or middle block. Ready? Set, 1, set, 2, set, 3, set, 4, set, 5, set, 6, set, 7, set, 8. Okay. Now this time, I'm not even going to bother saying set. I'm just going to count. When I count, you both want to set and go. Good luck. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 3 turns down, and like I said, if you need to pause and rewind to be able to keep up with me or watch for a little detail, you're welcome to do that. Because now, we're going to get a little bit fast. Okay, so good luck keeping up. I'm going to count. Best of luck to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Final level, level 5. We're going to do the exact same thing. Same speed. Well, you're doing the same thing. I'm not doing the same thing. I'm not doing anything. I'm just counting, right? And hopefully you can keep up with the pace that I'm setting while still getting those details right. Right? I oftentimes use the analogy, if you can finish fast and be wrong, like if you do your math test and you're like, all right, I'm going to answer every math problem as 1, right? And I hand it in first. Does that mean I get the best grade in the class? Probably not, right? You probably failed, okay? But if you take your time and get it right, that's pretty good. If you can do it right and fast, that's really great in martial arts. So with that being said, right is more important than fast. Try and keep up, but if you can't, pause, practice as many times as you need. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, if you can do it that fast, you're pretty solid at this. We're going to move on to the next part of class. Good job on your blocks today. So as we talk about generosity this month, where we talk about sharing our time and our treasures and our talents with other people, I want to talk to you about your talents, right? And how you might share that with someone that you care about, either at your house or maybe someone who doesn't live with you that you could still share your talents with. Right? And I'm sure you have plenty of talents, right? Maybe you're good at singing, right? Maybe you're good at dancing. Maybe you're good at drawing. Maybe you're good at cooking. Maybe you can bake awesome cookies. I don't know, right? Maybe you're good at martial arts, right? And you can share that with someone else in your family, like, hey, Mom, I'm going to teach you how to do a front kick today. Okay? Whatever it is, I want you to think of one thing that you think, you know what? I'm pretty good at that, right? And try and think of one thing you could do to share that talent with someone else, right? So, like I said, maybe you're going to make cookies for Dad, right? Maybe you're going to sing a song for your mom, right? Maybe you're going to record a video for Grandma. Maybe you'll draw a picture for Granddad. I don't know, right? You can think of one of those things that you have a talent in, right? And then try and share that talent with someone that you care about. Just the other day, some kids sent me a couple of drawings, right? And I was so kind of touched and happy to see that they wrote something nice to me, right? And drew something for me. I was like, wow, that's great, right? It made me feel good. Maybe you could do something like that. So I want you to challenge yourself to do that. If you need a moment to think about it, pause the video, right? Think about it, write it down, come up with a plan. Otherwise, we're going to keep moving on to the next part of class. All right, so we're going to just do some basic kicks we've done before, but we're going to do again. As you practice your kicks, you keep sharpening that sword. Keep getting a little bit better, a little bit better. Be brilliant in the basics, right? And part of that comes from just repetitions, and part of it comes from intention. As you're kicking, have a goal, right? You get to pick the goal. You're a higher belt. Now you're not a beginner. Maybe it's keeping your hands up. Maybe it's kicking high. Whatever it is, think about it. Do it for your kick, probably on both legs, right? So we're starting off with the front kick. We're doing 10 each side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and switch. Again, keep that goal in mind. Stay focused on that one thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're switching up. We're going to axe kick. Same basic concept. Pick a goal. What's it going to be? Maybe it's hands up. Maybe it's speed. Maybe it's recovery. Whatever it is, work on it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch your legs. Same idea. Probably the same goal. You do have the option of changing goals if you have one leg that's a lot better than the other. But for an axe kick, usually it's the same goal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're switching up. We're going to roundhouse kick. Think of your goal. Is it turning your base foot? Is it pointing your kicking foot? Hands up, turning, speed, power, whatever it is. Have your goal, stick with it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, switching our legs. If you're not sure what your goal is on one of these kicks, it's a great thing to ask an instructor about. Be like, hey, what do I need to work on next on this kick? And then, remember, you've probably been told in the class, like, hey, I'm looking for you to point your toes, but sometimes you forget. So ask, be like, what do I need to do to improve? And then work on it. Here we go. Other side, roundhouse kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're switching legs. Coming up on lead leg side kick. Lots of things you could pick from. Which way do I point my back foot? Which way do I point my kicking foot? How do I chamber? Where do my hands go? Where are my eyes? Where's my shoulder? Lots of things. Think about one of them. Maybe it's something you've heard about in class recently. Let's get it better. Ready? 1, 2. Maybe it's just kicking faster. 3. Sometimes that's the case. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, other side, same idea. Make sure you stick with your goal. Think about it. What am I going to work on? If you don't think of it immediately, it's okay. Pause this and then go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so those are the beginner kicks. Those should be pretty easy. Hop step kicks are next. Going with a goal. I'm going to do these sideways. I think it's better to get a point of view of sideways on these kicks. Remember that. Together kick, right? Maybe that's your goal. If not, pick the right thing for you. Kick fast. What did he say to me last time I was in a class? Let's do that thing. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we switch our legs. Same thing, same kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 5 down, 1 more to go. You got hop, step, roundhouse kick. When you do your hop, step, roundhouse, think, what's my goal? Am I turning my foot? Am I pointing my toes? Am I checking my shoulder? Am I kicking high? Am I kicking fast? Pick the right one for you. 10 on each side, then we get to move on to the next challenge. Whew. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we switch. Same thing, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so 120 kicks down. That's pretty easy. If you have one of those kicks that you're like, hey, you know what? I don't think I felt like I hit my goal there. Pause this. Go ahead and do it. Otherwise, we're going to move on to our next challenge, right? The next part of class. Okay, so for this kicking challenge, we're going to be using a chair, and we're going to be working on our lead leg side kick. Right? Now, this is going to help you be good at any kind of a side kick. A lead leg side kick, back step side kick, not really a spinning back side kick, but a whole bunch of different side kicks that we do in martial arts. Right? And to do this, the trick is you have to put one foot kind of like right behind one of the legs of the chair, right? So most of you is not behind the chair, only like 1 foot of you is. If you're all the way behind the chair like this, I'm kind of hiding, it's not going to work, right? I just have like 1 foot behind it, so I'm a little bit behind it. You can see this leg, this one hidden behind the chair, right? And I can hold on to this chair for balance. And all I want you to do right now is you're going to take the foot that's not behind the chair and put it up on the chair just like that. Right, so just bring it up and you put it down. Now, if the chair's really, really high, you may not be able to get all the way on the top of the seat. That's okay, you can just put your foot so it's touching the chair like that. Right? just like this. Now what I'm looking for, if you watch this from the side, is that your foot is in front of you. Not that your foot is underneath of your behind, right? The biggest challenge I run into people with side kicks on, well, one of the biggest challenges, there are a couple of them, right? But one of the biggest challenges I run into people with side kicks is that their side kick has no power because they chamber it the wrong way. They get there the wrong way, right? You know, if I ask the average kid, like, hey, what's the fastest way to get from your room to the front yard? They'll probably say, oh, I have to run downstairs, and then I go out the front door. Say, well, would you jump out the window? Isn't that faster? Right? Don't go jumping out windows, by the way, right? But like, oh, well, maybe that would be faster, but it would be the wrong way to do it because you'd get hurt, right? The fastest way to bring up your leg is maybe like this, but that's not the best way. You've got to bring your foot in front of you, right? Just like you have to walk down the steps before you go out into the front yard instead of jumping out the window, which would be crazy. Don't do that, right? So what we're going to do, I'm going to turn back this way, right, is you want to have the chair set up right between you and the screen. If you can't and you don't have room, you can do it this way, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one foot, I'm going to put my foot up on it, and then I'm going to side kick out. And when I do the side kick, both hands can hold onto the chair so it don't fall over. Then I put it back on the chair, and I put it down. So it's foot onto the chair, kick out, put it onto the chair, and put it down. We're really working on two things. One, making sure that we chamber the right way so we can have a powerful kick. And two, making sure we bring our foot back in so it's harder for them to catch it. If you just let your leg drop, someone can catch your leg on a side kick, and that's a really bad thing to have happen. Right? So we're going to do 10 on one side. We bring our foot up onto the chair, and you kick out, and you bring it back in, and you put it down. Now the nice thing about holding onto the chair, we're going to go again too. Foot on, kick out, bring it in, put it down, is it lets you go slow. We want to go slow right now. Foot on the chair, kick out, bring it back in, put it down. If you're learning to kick by going slow, bring it up, kick out, bring it back in, and put it down. It lets you look at the details. We're going to keep going, just try and keep pace with me while I'm talking. Okay? It lets me pay attention to, hey, am I putting my foot in the right place? Am I pushing my leg out with my foot sideways? Right? If you're a higher belt or you're more experienced with a side kick, by kicking slow, you actually develop your muscle so you can kick harder. Right? So you'll feel, if you hold that out there for a second, you feel, oh man, that's hard, my leg is on fire. Well, not actually on fire, that would be catastrophic, but if your leg burns a little bit, you're getting stronger. Right? So either way, by going slow, you can get better, whether you're learning how to do it, or if you're just trying to strengthen your muscles. Now, we're going to switch to the other side. I'm going to just move my chair a little bit. You can walk over to the other side. Again, you want to have one foot behind the chair, the other foot not behind the chair. The foot that's not behind the chair is the one that comes up, like this. If it's like this, you did it wrong, right? So it's here, and we're going to kick out to the side, and we bring it back in, and we put it down, right? And again, make sure you get your foot in front. If it's not coming in front, you're not doing it. I want you to keep going. I'm going to turn so you can get a different point of view on this. Foot on the chair, kick out, bring it in, and put it down. All four of those parts, right? All four are important. If you skip one of them, it doesn't make it better. Even if it does, make it faster. It's like counting to 4 by going 1, 3, 4. It's faster, but it ain't right. That's not how you count to 4, right? You've got to do all 4 parts. 1 is up, 2 is out, 3 is in, and 4 is down. A couple more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2. Let's hold that one out there for a second. Feel those muscles burning. Hold it, bring it in, and put it down. Okay, so that's a great way for you to work on chambering your lead leg side kick or back step side kick to really get some good power in our legs, powerful kicks. All right, great job. Let's get moving on to the next part of class. All right, today we're going to be doing one of our brown belt conditioning challenges for April. We're going to be doing this with more than brown belts. We're going to let some of our lower belts do it today. We're just going to modify our standards. This movement really only has two different things. It's got roll-ups and advanced kicking sprints. I'm going to walk you through both pretty quick, and then we're going to just get into actually doing it. Right? So first of all, a roll-up. That's the one that's kind of challenging. Right? I'm going to show you a couple of different ways. You're going to start sitting down. Right? Doesn't particularly matter how, just as long as your behind's on the ground. You're going to roll back, and then you roll up onto just one knee. Don't go too far. Don't go too little. Just right, Goldilocks. Right? The right position is when my hip or my behind is over my knee. Right? So sometimes people only go this far because they're rushing. Okay? And that's not what we want. Okay? And then we also have sometimes people say, I have to stand all the way up. Right? It's particularly bad for you if you're on a hard floor. Right? I'm going to show it to you one more time from the front so you can see how I keep switching my legs each time. So I start sitting down on the floor, I roll back, I come up on one knee, and then when I roll back, I switch to the other knee, just like that. Okay, so that's how you do your roll-up. Right? You're going to be doing 20 or 25 of those, depending on what belt level you are. In addition to that, you're going to be doing what we call advanced kicking sprints. If you know the fast way of doing this where you're jumping, great, do that. I don't want you to learn that from this video though. So you can just do the easy way where you're going to alternate kicking one foot, the other foot, one foot, the other foot. The key thing you have to remember to do is always kick as high as your belt. Right? If you're not wearing your belt, it's as high as your belly button, basically. Okay? You're going to alternate legs 1, 2, 3, 4. So each individual kick counts as 1. Depending on your belt level, you're either going to do 60 or 75. Right? So those are the two different moves. After you do those kicking sprints, you're going to do another set of roll-ups. Same number, 20 or 25. So in total, if you are a red belt or below, you're going to do 20 roll-ups, then you're going to do 60 kicks and 20 more roll-ups, and you're done with your first set. If you're a higher belt, brown belts, black belts, 25, 75, and then 25 more. Okay? So that's what we're going to do, right? Best of luck to you as we get started. All right, get yourself in a good position. All right? I'll do these first ones, do the first ones going towards you. Might as well. All right, sit on your behind. I'm going to set my timer. On your mark, get set, and go. And get up, right? Now, I'm not going to be aiming to go really fast today, right? So, as you're doing these, if you can go faster than me, great. And I'm only doing the lower belt number, so I'm going to do 20. If you have to do 25, do your 25, right? The key here, lift your behind up, lift your behind up. Full range of motion. Never let your head hit the floor. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, if the floor is too hard, it starts to hurt you, you can switch to doing either a sit-up or a leg raise. Because I don't want you to hurt yourself. But you should be able to do this if you're on something like carpet or mats, if you have a mat at home, right? Even if you put just a yoga mat on the floor. Some people have one of those that they can use. But again, we're going to do 20 of these. Once we're done with 20, and I lost count because I was talking too much, so I'll just do one more. We're going to get up and we're going to start kicking, alternating legs, just like this. Now, if you're ahead of me, good. You're shooting for 60 or 75. If you're not ahead of me, finish your 20, whatever it is. We're going to do 60. I'm going to try and actually count a little bit now. Count quietly, not to confuse you. You can see I'm kicking pretty high. It doesn't have to be super high, pretty high. If you're done, get ready for roll-ups. If you're not, don't worry. Good, okay. I'm gonna start doing my roll-ups. 20 more, maybe it's 25 for you. Get in position, ready, set, go. I'm almost done. Hopefully you are too. Last one should be your best ones. All the way up. All the way up. All right, so if you're done, good, catch your breath. If you're not, keep going. Worst case scenario, you're taking a lot of time, you can always pause this. Now, one extra challenge I might give you, if you're really feeling feisty, so brown belt, you gotta do this twice, right? So you would pause, rest for a minute, and then go again. If you're not up for that, that's okay. But if you're a brown belt and you're like, hey, this year I wanna get my black belt, Sensei Jeff, I encourage you, pause, wait a minute, do that all over again one more time. But otherwise, we're gonna move on to the next part of class. All right, folks, it's time to work on some dodging. And really, there's nothing that I find makes a student want to dodge more than trying to hit him with a sword. So I'm gonna try and hit you with a sword today, right? So what we're gonna do is pretty simple. I can swing 3 different ways. One, I can swing like this, straight down. When I swing straight down, you gotta dodge to the side, right? You gotta move out of the way so I don't chop you in half, okay? Second thing, I can swing high up at your head. When I swing up high, you better duck down nice and low, right? Otherwise you're gonna get a haircut, right? Right? Well, you might need a haircut, but that's okay, right? I need a haircut, right? And the last thing is, I gotta try and chop at your foot, like that. And if I do, you've gotta jump over the sword, right? So we're gonna practice. I'm gonna attack you a few different times, right? We're gonna start just chopping straight down, make sure you dodge out of the way. Dodge out of the way. Okay. Get ready to duck. Ready, duck. And duck. And of course, get ready to jump, jump, and jump. Okay. So that's enough practice. I'm gonna attack you for 1 minute. I want you to dodge for the full minute without me hitting you, right? Hopefully, you're pretty quick. Gotta be pretty focused for this. If you're not paying attention, I might get you because I'm sneaky. Ready, set, let's hit some kids with a sword. Hope you're watching, because if you're not watching, I might come get you with the sword. Oh, we gotta be fast. That was 2 in a row. Good, be quick. Be quick. Going for a full minute. Keep moving. Stay focused the entire time. Stay focused. Be quick. Don't get hit with a sword. Don't get hit with a sword. Don't get hit with a sword. That's a good motto in life, right? Some things that are good ideas, not getting hit with a sword, is pretty much always a good idea. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Oh, be quick now. Be quick now. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. Time's almost up. Oh boy. All right, time. All right, so good job today in class, folks. I look forward to seeing you soon. Keep up the good work.